Where is all this spiritual mumbo jumbo coming from of like, don't even focus on the thing? Ask Tiger Woods, LeBron James, Floyd Mayweather, whoever the fuck, if they think it helps to not want to win. Allow yourself to go into ego states that really fucking want it. Not helping you to not want it. And then release contractions, you're also equanimous. So if you really, really want something, right, that is obviously better for getting it than not wanting it. Because it makes you fucking focused. When has it ever helped someone that wants to perform at a high level to not be fucking focused? Where is all this spiritual mumbo jumbo coming from of like, don't even focus on the thing? Focus. Ask Tiger Woods, LeBron James, Floyd Mayweather, whoever the fuck, if they think it helps to not want to win. Now, is the thing that you want also going to empower others? Then why would it suddenly make sense to suddenly not want it as much just because you're trying to do something more noble than becoming the greatest athlete of all time? If it can make you become the greatest athlete of all time, do you think maybe it could help a regular person with helping some more people? Maybe. Now, if we go to a sport like golf, we take Tiger Woods, highly, highly mental, emotional sport. Do you know what happens if you're reactive in golf? You're fucked. Do you think Tiger Woods is not absolutely psychotic about winning, though? Golf is a very interesting sport because it's a mental game. You gotta want it and be so fucking focused whilst having zero emotional reactivity whatsoever. It's basically a sport of meditation. Now, if you work in sales, what do you think the difference is? If you're trying to build a business, what do you think the difference is? There is none. Full fucking focus. And laughing it off when things go bad. No contraction. No contraction of your consciousness. Relaxed, at ease, fully focused. Can you allow yourself to want it so much that you can stay focused on it for 14 hours non-stop without a single break? Whilst also being able to have a whole year where results aren't even really showing up and still able to just keep going, keep adapting, keep adjusting. Now tell me, would you like to compete against a person like that if you were competing in a zero-sum game? Someone that was fucking focused, 16 hours a day, 7 days a week, and no matter what happened, they're not discouraged for a second. They go, aha, interesting. I guess I'll adjust intelligently. What if you were trying to get to the exact same spot in life, and it was only one spot, and it was only two people competing for it, you and this other person? Would you like that? Would you want to compete against that person? Probably not. So why don't you become the person that you would not want to compete against? Or would you like to compete against the person who's like, well, you know, wanting it too much is bad because the manifestation fucking law of fucking Santa Claus tells me to, like, you know, suck my own asshole in the morning. And not try to actually get the thing. Like, who do you, if you're in a sales competition, let's say you're doing direct sales, cold sales, let's have the assumption that you got an ethical product and offer, right? Would you like to compete against the person who's like, I'm gonna fucking make the sale? Or would you like to compete against the person who's like, ah, well, you know, what you gonna do? Who cares? I don't really want it. And the customer is like, well, you know, like I've been thinking maybe I should go and shop around and see what else is out there on the market. And they're just like, yeah, cool. You just like come back to me anytime you feel like it. Would you like to compete against that person or against the person who goes, cool, now, who are you looking at? I know the entire market. I can answer all of your questions. So, oh, right? And you keep them on there. What if that person also knows there's a certain type of person that needs to take time and a certain type of person that needs to be closed right then and there? And they're also complex and adaptive and allow people to make decisions based on their consciousness. But they're not letting people go just because they're free from outcome. They know it's because that's the way that some people make decisions, and you allow people to make decisions the way that they want to. But you're fucking laser focused on where you're trying to go. Would you like to compete against that person or the person who's like, well, you know, having an outcome is a little bit much? Who would you prefer to compete against? Be the guy you wouldn't want to compete against. Right? Then we can combine this with also being super empowering of everyone else. So we don't have to speak to others as if it is a zero-sum game. We can uplift everybody else too. But still be the person no one would want to compete against. And then you go, hey, you don't have to. We can all work together and collaborate. Because guess what? Now everyone will want to fucking collaborate with you. Because no one wants to compete against you. So you can build a great team so easily. Right? Be that guy. Laser focused, totally unreactive, adaptive, and collaborative in empowering everybody else. Playing the infinite game, not the finite game. You'll crush it in the short run and you will really crush it in the long run. And you'll make everyone win.